What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another What It Is video. I don't know how long this is going to be. I'm not even going to put a time limit on there. I do got some stuff to talk about, but it's really not as much in its detail. Um, Girl, I'm trying to get this out the way. Truth be told, not like, oh, I'm just trying to hurry up and get through with it. No, I'm just anticipating a whole bunch of stuff that's happening tonight because y'all know Black is King is coming out tonight. Okay, Ashley might stay up for depending on how tired I am after I do this. You know what I'm saying? Got my little drink over here or whatever. So I'm feeling pretty good a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all got y'all Brandy album that's coming out. I'm gonna listen to it on my way to work tomorrow. And probably listen to it while I'm at work, you know, and then give y'all a feel for it or whatever. So far, I've been hearing good things about it. It's a good thing that she has not, you know, pushed the album back or whatever. Because truth be told, I wish she would have kept it at the original date because it would have gave us something to listen to, you know, when we was really going through the throes really going through the mess, okay, or quarantine right at the beginning. Like, girl, we had coins, okay, we could have streamed it or whatever, you know what I'm saying? We ain't had shit else to do, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. You know what I'm saying? She finna bring it out. You know, like I said, heard good things about it. So looking forward to that. Black is King. Baby, listen, I already love it and I ain't even watch it yet. I'm just saying that based off the little previews that I've seen. You know, somebody leaked the whole. I already talked about that, but you know, I didn't watch the clips. I watched what she put on her Instagram, and you know, she's giving us Black Parade video. You know what I'm saying? All I'm seeing in this whole thing, because it's an ode to the Lion King. It's the gift album that was, you know, for the Lion King. If you did not listen to it, go listen to it. You got time to listen to it or whatever. I feel like this is going to be, you know, just a gift to those that actually appreciate it. Those that's gonna appreciate this Black is King is the one that appreciated the gift album and understood where it was coming from. You know, it was an ode to Africa and everything like that, and the fact that she went to these different African countries and cities and stuff, and listen, all I saw was black ass excellence through that whole little preview or whatever the fuck. I saw vibrant colors and I saw melanated skin, and I was sold on that shit right then and there. Okay, that's what I saw, you know, and I'm all the way here for it. Let me tell you something, Parkwood. Parkwood, I talk y'all up so much, okay? And I know y'all snoop on my videos, okay? You have my number out there. At least somebody got my number out there because one of y'all called me, okay? Like, hit a sister up. Ashley want to work in the social media marketing department or whatever. You know, I can intern, you know, at this pandemic rate. I don't know about, you know, I don't know how it's going to work with the going to New York and stuff or whatever, wherever your offices is at. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to put my bid out there. You know what I'm saying? You know, let's work. You know what I'm saying? Like interning or whatever. You know, let's do what we got to do. Okay, telecommunication and all that stuff. Like whatever it is. You know, I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to put me on staff, bitch. Okay, put me on staff. You can't threaten nobody like that. You trying to put your bid out there. But listen, I'm doing a lot of things different. Like, I'm really trying to put myself out there these days. You know what I'm saying? It's about time. It's about time. Okay? You got people like Tyler Perry out here. Tyler Perry, girl, speaking of, okay? Speaking of job opportunities, this is a month that is not playing. All right? That man actually opened up his studios, you know, and went on ahead and started recording and filming season 2 of Sisters, because you know his two shows that's on BT got renewed, The Oval and Sisters. Sisters ended earlier before the Oval, because the Oval took this long ass break for whatever reason, I don't know, but Sisters kept on coming on, and so they filmed Sister season 2 in 2 weeks. You know, a whole season of a Tyler Perry show, like the Halves and the Half Nots and If Loving You Was Wrong, when it was on the Oval, Sisters or whatever, that take place like over the course of probably a week. The whole season probably be a whole week. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it took them 2 weeks to do the whole season. It took them 2 weeks to film the whole season, and he had people out there testing him for COVID every 4 days or whatever. Listen, the setup was cute. The setup was cute, but I said, God damn, let me tell you something. What is going on in his brain that he can put all this shit out here like that, back to back, back to back, back to back? I would be overwhelmed, okay? And that would make me, he write his own stuff. We already know, we can tell, okay? And that's no shade or whatever, but that's just truth, you know. I would be so overwhelmed, okay, trying to make up a screenplay for this, make up a screenplay for this show, this show, that show, and he got multiple other shows coming out. I would be ran through the goddamn ground. You know what I'm saying? I would have to have some other writers or whatever, buckle to the wheel and to the pressure and get some other writers and all that stuff. I was about to say something that was gonna be shaky, but I'm trying to get my job in. Trying to get my job in. Anyway, moving on from that. And speaking of Beyonce and her kids, I just seen the little performance from Chloe and Halle. Chloe and Halle with the little glad little performance that they did at the little bar and everything for the LGBTQIA. Baby. Okay, now see, I'm not here for y'all comparing or people comparing and try to single out, who gonna be the one that goes solo if this happens and who ready for this and all this stuff. But after looking at, they moved away from the tennis court. Shout out to them because they like the face of Fenty right now. So, they endorsing brands and stuff. Okay, but listen. That little and it's on their Instagram video. Instagram, they got the whole performance on there if you want to go see it. Miss Chloe. That's going to be the one to watch out for, okay? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put it out there. I don't like to compare them two because I love them together as a group, as a unit. But, baby, that performance alone just showed us, mama grabbing titty and everything. And I'm just sitting here like, hold up. Close those legs, okay? You a little thickums or whatever. It's like looking at my little sisters and stuff just growing up and all this shit. And I'm just not ready to look at them in that way. And I'm just like, no, baby girl, I want you to slow down, okay? I know you getting a little grown or whatever, but mama ready to bust out, okay? Mama is ready to bust out full force, all right? We gonna have to look out for Miss Chloe, all right? And I can't wait to see the Little Mermaid with Halle up in there. But, moving on from there, let's just really truly get into this episode of the What It Is video. We started off, well, hell, we already started off. We continue with talking about the death of, unfortunately, Regis, Philbin. He died at 88. I think he died a couple of days ago. I don't know if they put out the cause of death. Most likely probably just old age, natural causes. Hopefully it was natural causes. And Regis has always been one of those people to me that he's always been non-problematic. You know what I'm saying? And just being a really, really good guy. I used to watch live when he used to be hosting. I don't know if I was old enough to watch it when he was hosting live with Kathy Lee. I probably caught a little bit of episodes of that, but that was when I was probably really, really young. But I did used to watch, when he had Kelly Ripa. He was hosting on there with Kelly Ripa. So, it was always a fun show. He always seemed like a fun guy. I never really heard anything bad about him. He just, like I said, a joyous, fun individual. And then everybody watch Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Okay, I always wanted to go on that show. I always wanted to go on the show to use a lifeline to see if a person would actually call. No, and I knew I couldn't call nobody. I couldn't call nobody but my sister. Okay, that's it. Everybody else will fail me. Okay. I'll be like, what is the capital, girl? I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even, girl, do you know how long ago it was since I was in school? I don't know. I'm like, God damn, that's a lifeline going to waste, okay? Phone a friend, you know what I'm saying? Poll the audience and stuff like that. That used to be so much fun. But, may he rest in peace. He lived a long life. He done a lot, and, he will be missed. And condolences to him and his family and friends. I also forgot to mention the whole thing because I don't want to forget it this time. Nicki Minaj announced last week, and I had it on my notes. I literally had it on my notes, and I don't know how I skipped over it. I had it on my notes that, to, put out there that she announced that she was pregnant. And I really do love that picture. The first couple of pictures that she put out, it was very much Nicki Minaj and was giving me, Nicki Minaj tease when she first came out. In her earlier career, whatever. But then when she put that Dave LaChapelle picture of her as the Virgin Mary or whatever being pregnant, that was beautiful. That was really beautiful. So congratulations to her. She got into a little debacle, you know what I'm saying? They say her man up there trying to petition the court to, extend his curfew or whatever so that he can be there for his wife when, because he got some little cases coming up or whatever because of parole violation or something violation or whatever, y'all know. Or he didn't register as a sex offender where he was supposed to be at, out there in California. But he just want to extend the curfew or whatever so that he can be in the room when his wife gives birth, which is understandable. I'm not going to say nothing else that's understandable, whatever. Now, in that TMZ article that I read, and it said, Kenneth Petty, her husband and her manager, I said, hold up. Please don't let that be true. Let TMZ be fibbing because, sometimes you can't always believe what TMZ say. Nikki, don't do that. Do not go down that road with that man and make that man your manager. No. No, that's not what we're gonna do in this age, okay? No, we're not. I'm gonna chalk it up to the pregnancy hormones and stuff like that and pregnancy brain or whatever. But other than that, please don't do that. But it was some little controversy stuff that was going on, little drama with her and some hairstylists that was happening. Um I didn't really want to talk about it because I thought it was all petty. And that's why I didn't talk about it when these two hairstylists got into it like last week or whatever. So if you guys know Jonathan, if you know Megan Thee Stallion, this is where I first seen him from. Megan Thee Stallion, of course, everybody knows Megan. She used to have this friend around Jonathan that do her hair. And they always saying, friend, friend, friend. And so that's where I know him from. And I noticed that they don't work together like that, but I think everything is cool or whatever because I seen them together a little while back. But, he out here getting his paper, whatever. Then all of a sudden I seen him, he did something for Tekashi. He do stuff for controversial people. And his whole thing is, at this point, I don't care. This is what it seemed like. At this point, I got to make money, to eat, okay? I'm not going to turn down this X amount of money just because this person is controversial, whatever. Because he did Tekashi 6ix9ine hair when he got out of jail. And I think what happened stirred up the little drama between him and this other stylist, Tay, Arrogant Tay or whatever, who actually used to do Nicki Minaj hair. I don't know if he still does. Probably not going to be doing it after this moment, they got into their little beef or whatever, going back and forth, and he was trying to call Jonathan out because Jonathan went on ahead and did, it was a little controversial because Jonathan did Jeffree Star hair, and Jeffree Star is problematic as fuck, as we already know, you know what I'm saying, and that's when Tay interjected his stuff about how Jonathan's a user, he's this, he's that, his work ain't even all that good, and it was just a lot of petty stuff, okay? Next thing we know, I'm listening to the Shade Room, and, I guess, I don't know if Nicki went live or whatever, but she was talking about, she dropped a song called Move Your Hips. I haven't heard it yet, but I will listen to it as soon as I finish this video, but she basically needed somebody to come do her hair, I guess, in promotion of the song, whatever, for an Instagram video or something like that. I don't know what it was for. But she put out there that, oh boy, Arrogant Tay was supposed to do her hair, but he canceled like 48 hours before the whole thing. And so what was she supposed to do? She needed to get her hair done. I asked, could you bring a wig? Could you send a wig? He said no, yada, yada, yada. And, so therefore she was forced to go to somebody else who did good work to her. You know what I'm saying? And that other person was Jonathan. And the issue is Tay got an issue with Jonathan. He don't like him. And so it's like you going in, you working with my enemy and all this stuff or whatever. That's what it seemed like. It seemed like some petty stuff. And because she put that out there, he had to put his rebuttal out there, basically talking about how he's been loyal to her, and he already told her that, he had to a dentist appointment because he had to get a wisdom tooth pulled, and he couldn't cancel the appointment because he couldn't make another appointment until August if he did, because he been putting it off because of the virus situation that's been going on. And so, she's so particular about the wigs that she won and all this stuff. It was just so petty. And then it boils down to him talking about something. He was just being loyal to her, and he turned down working certain gigs or certain opportunities just to stay with her and be loyal and all this stuff. And it sounds like Arrogant Tay thought that they were more than what they really were. And this is what I get. And then, of course, throwing shots at Jonathan because it's Jonathan. And, at the end of the day, here is how it is. And I know some of these celebrities probably be, trying to be careful who they work with, because you can never tell a person's true intention, whether or not they really there trying to work. And I ain't saying nothing against Arrogant Tay, and that's what he was trying to do. But this is in general, especially, like I said, somebody in a high field or whatever, high status, you can never tell what they trying to do, whether or not they doing this because they really want to build their career up and they really trying to be about their business, or they trying to get something else out of it, get some clout out of it, get a friendship out of it, or something just to say that, oh, I know this person and all that stuff. When you are working with somebody of any type of stature or whatever, you go in and with a business mind. You're thinking about your business, not trying to become friends with this person, not trying to become good associates with this person. You become good associates or acquaintances or whatever with the person to the extent where you do the good work, you do your best work so that they can call you back to do more work. Okay, not for you in the hopes of you being friends or whatever. Sometimes friendships do form, and sometimes if that happens, you let that happen organically. You don't try to force it or whatever, and you don't go in with that mindset talking about I want to be friends with this person, it's gonna be my good Judy or whatever. And once again, I'm not saying that that's what happened with the Nicki Minaj situation. I'm just throwing it out here because that's what it feel like, because he talking about loyalty and all this stuff or whatever. Listen, I'm gonna go get my paper, and as long as my morals and stuff is intact and my work is good or whatever, I'm going to work with whoever it is that I want to work with, okay? That's how it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? I'm about my business, okay? I'm not coming into no situation trying to be friends with you or whatever. I'm trying to get my work done. I'm trying to do the best work that I can so that you can recommend me to other people and that I can still be the person to do your shit if you want me to, okay? People get too comfortable sometimes. And, taking your business and stuff to social media is never a good look when you having an issue with somebody. It is never a good look. Okay, it does put that person on blast, but it also makes you look a little iffy and a little strange in the light as well. People going to be coming at your neck, and it can negatively affect your business as well, depending on what is put out there and what is said. So I hope he learned a lesson from this. I hope everybody in this situation learned a lesson from it and just go about it. Baby, that baby kicking Nicki ass, because when I was listening to it, she kept on, I said, ooh, them pregnancy breaths, okay? Them deep, I said, sitting on your lungs, huh? Girl, anyway, moving on from that. Speaking of Megan Thee Stallion, she came out finally and she did a live, and it really wasn't long. I don't believe I didn't see the whole live. I saw clips and parts of the clips that I saw, because I don't know where I was. I ain't getting no notification that she went live, and I missed it. I was just like, oh, and y'all know that's my boo or whatever. But she was just talking about how it's just messed up, people making jokes and stuff about the situation. She did not threaten anybody. She did not hit anybody like people were saying. It's just a lot of false information that's going on out there. And she did not press charges or talk to the police because she was not ready. She just trying to protect her peace. And when she got up there and she was talking about how, she don't have a mom, she don't have a dad, she don't have a grandma, and she's still healing and dealing with the fact that her mother has passed away and her mother was her best friend, and she started tearing up or whatever, because she was saying you try to fill your space up with people in order to try to make you happy, and that's not what's happening. What she needs to do, and even right now, like, I would rather her take a little bit longer away, and I know this is a business and you still got product to push, and it's like seize the moment since everybody's talking about you, but we are in a state where everybody is going through something mentally, and you need to sit back and you need to make sure your mental health is more important than anything, because if that's not intact, you're going to be out here running around looking like Kanye. People taking you as a joke because you won't get yourself together. Get yourself together so that you can come back stronger. You know what I'm saying? She talked about the surgery, that she had to have. The bullets didn't hit any of her tendons or, major artery veins and stuff, and arteries and stuff like that, but bone. So that's a good thing. She probably just gonna have 2 scars on her feet. That's it. Little lines on her feet. She'll be all right. But I just want her to take time for her and don't feel like she got to rush herself to come back to social media, come back out or whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to tell the story in your own time. And at this point, this led up to 50 Cent posting an apology. Okay, talking about I just posted something that I seen, a meme that I seen on the internet. Had I known that it was real, because at first I didn't even think that this was real. I didn't know this really happened or whatever. So I wouldn't have posted it if I had known. I'm sorry about that. For a nigga that got shot 9 times, why would you think that it was a joke? Okay, and it's a woman, a black woman. Y'all showing y'all disrespect to how y'all feel about black women in these situations or whatever. I don't see that many people from the hip hop community, the community that she is a part of, any black men. I seen a couple, come out saying they want to give her a hug, saying that, they wish her love, whatever. But I don't see nobody coming out condoning, coming at Tory Lanez. And truth be told, we don't know. It has not been 100% confirmed that it was Tory that did it. But what other explanation? Who else was there? He was the one that had the gun, right? You know what I'm saying? He's the one that's the most silent right now. He ain't on social media at this point. Nobody is coming out, coming for his head. Nobody's coming out giving her comfort. And truth be told, people could be doing stuff in private, but we just never know. We don't see stuff that's happening, okay? What we see are people coming out making jokes about this shit. And it's not funny. It's not funny. I heard that Drea done got dropped from Fenty. She was doing a little campaign with Fenty Beauty, and she done got dropped from that. Rihanna sent Megan some stuff. Beyonce sent Megan some stuff. Lizzo sent her some stuff. Just uplifting and everything. It's not funny, okay? I just wish people would stop that. It's not funny. And speaking of mental health stuff, hearts and prayers still go out to Tamar. She released a long statement. Baby, girl, I seen the tweet pop up on my timeline. I was like, girl, Tamar, what you doing? Okay, and I was just glad that she was feeling good, or in a better headspace or whatever for the most part. But basically what she was saying was, where is it? Because I know I wrote some notes. She said it's important to own your own businesses so that you can own your own self and won't be a slave like her. So she's still on this whole thing of, these contract dispute, the issues that she had with WeTV, and, the behind the scenes stuff that's been put out there about how reality TV works. And, you have to be careful with these contracts. And truth be told, I feel sorry for what she's going through. And she probably, I'm not going to say she brought this on herself, but she was the one that was pushing for this reality TV show. To be quite honest, if you go back and you look, remember that Tony didn't even want to do it. She was the main one that was wanting it to do it for the family or whatever, and mostly for her. And then it turned out, it was like something that you want so bad. You gotta understand that you can want something so bad, you have to be willing to suffer the consequences. And it just didn't turn out the way that she wanted it to be, because according to her, they're like portraying her as what she's not and breaking up the family and stuff like this and woo woo woo. And the part that really got me was when she said, she couldn't see through her pain enough, to the point that her pain was basically so great that was building up and stuff was being exposed or whatever. Her pain was so great that she forgot about her son when she went on ahead and did this, this attempt. And that shit just, I was like, God damn, you know what I'm saying? So now she got to get better for her and for him, and it's a lot. It's a lot. And speaking of that, WeTV kept on for the past week or so, showing at the end of like Love After Lockup and Marriage Boot Camp, like a sneak preview of the first 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes or 10 minutes of the first episode of the Get Your Life show for her. And I was like, this is messed up that y'all still, like, she's going through this stuff. And she says part of her reasoning for going through this stuff is the issues that she's having with y'all. And y'all still going to release this show. Y'all are still going to release this show on the 31st. On the 30th. Actually, it was supposed to come on tonight. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are really about to do this. That's messed up. What you should have done is just scrap the show. But no, it's about ratings. It's about, capitalizing on the money that's coming, the ratings that would have showed up because people would have wanted to see it and everything. And I said that's really messed up, and you playing into exactly what she's saying. You know what I'm saying? And this is what you have to be careful. Once again, you have to be careful when you go into these situations. They pushed it back to September, to be quite honest. They need to just scrap the thing. Okay? Quit pushing it back, because it's been pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. It was supposed to come out early in the summer. It was supposed to come out, I think, at the end of May, early June. Now it went to July. Now it's going back to September. Just scrap it at this point. Take a loss, okay? You got your other shows that's on. Everybody love after lockup. That can take up for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, let it the fuck go at this point. Let the girl out the contract or whatever. If y'all got to go to court to get out of it, do what you got to do. And this is a excellent example. Another example. We see these messed up contracts and stuff that be happening in the music industry, and the same thing happen up in the TV world, movie world, all that stuff. You have to read your contracts. You have to understand what is being put out there, and you cannot just be signing your life away just because you want a little bit of fame and recognition. Okay? You cannot do that. You know what I'm saying? I get hit with a lot of stuff, and I don't sign a lot of stuff because I don't trust a lot of stuff, and then come to find out, oh yes, you was right not to sign up for this, or you was right not to go with this. It proves it every time. You have to be careful, okay? And you have to weigh the consequences. You have to think long term and not just that short term, okay? But once again, I wish Tamar all the best. I really do. Moving on from that, the Emmy nominations came out. And it was good. The Black Lady sketch show on HBO got nominated. Okay, got some nominations. Of course, Insecure got nominated. Issa and Yvonne and the whole show. Congratulations to them. Kerry Washington, Regina King, The Watchmen. I'm still mad that The Watchmen director decided, producer, whatever writer decided not to come back for a second season. He did that. I was like, you cannot end that episode. You cannot end that season the way that it did. Man, I just knew if he would have came back for a season two would have been major. But, that was his decision. Octavia Spencer, Don Cheadle, Anthony Anderson, Samira Wiley, all of them got nominated. Of course, Billy Porter was nominated for a lead actor and for Pose. And my thing is, what about the women of Pose? Like Candy's episode in the last season when she passed away alone should have got her. Angelica Ross should have got nominated for that. MJ Rodriguez deserved to get nominated. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, like, somebody deserved to, Electra, everybody deserved to get something. Like, I just wasn't understanding it. And no shade to Billy, because I love me some Billy Porter, but it's always him. It's always him. And yes, he does a phenomenal job, but he's not the only one that's putting out phenomenal work on this show. And the show basically is about these women. These women, okay? Not this man in particular, like he's a part of it, but it's surrounding these women. You know what I'm saying? Give them some love, all right? Laverne Cox got nominated for something too. I think Orange is the New Black as well. But and that's how it is. Meek Mill decided to come to Twitter and let us know that, him and his girlfriend Milano, his baby mother at this point, his newest baby mother at this point, they are no longer going to be together, but they will be co-parenting. I don't dislike Meek Mill, but I didn't understand, why did you have to put this out on Twitter? Why did we need to know that y'all broke up when you never publicly claimed her right off the bat. You know what I'm saying? You never put out a statement to say that we're together and all this stuff. And it was like pulling nails and teeth, and people had already pieced together by the time he did say something, we had already known because she was pregnant and you finally announced and said that you was the daddy or whatever. And it was like, okay, what do you want, a cookie for this? What do we care? I just hope you on your be the good father that you supposed to be and everything go well. That's all I got to say about it. I didn't think that deserved an announcement. Anyway, Ellen DeGeneres, they've been on her neck for a while, okay? Reports been coming out, BuzzFeed report, Variety reports, all these other reports about, disgruntled, ex-employees, like over 10 ex-employees and some current employees that have been putting out there, and saying how much of a toxic workplace environment that it is at the Ellen show. Talking about there's bullying, there's bouts of racism, intimidation, you know what I'm saying? Just a whole bunch of male toxicity and everything that's going on in there. And, rudeness, meanness, and stuff like that. Ellen herself, just being a bitch to everybody, and you can't talk to her at this, and you can't do this, and people, getting fired just because, they need taking medical leave or, stuff like that. They get into a car accident and they need some days off and they get fired because they asked for this and asked for that. Simple basic rights that one should have while being on the workplace, understandable shit. And there is now an investigation being put out there by Warner Media. And, she put out a statement basically saying that the ball was dropped by people that she left in charge and all that stuff or whatever, and just basically putting it on everybody else about what's going on. And, she didn't look further into stuff, and now she's going to look into what's going on to make the environment a better place. And I said, but what about the allegations about you? Okay, that's about the workplace with your staff. What about you? What you gonna do about you? Okay? Girl, do I got a mustache? Nigga. Like, and at this point, and I actually did like Ellen, but, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised by anything these days, okay? I am not. So I'm not going to be like, oh, well, that ain't true. Because anything, it happens all the time, especially when you have a big organization like that. It's bound to have, everything is not squeaky clean. So, it's bound to be some little messed up pieces here and there, always. But anyway, moving on from that. Netflix. Netflix, you got it right this time. And let me tell you something. You got it right for the most part. But what will keep this right is if you keep these shows on for longer than a month. Don't put a show on. Don't tease us with a month or whatever. And then the next month we come on there, or the next 2 months they gone. No. Netflix has acquired the rights and are bringing in the next couple of months or so, starting August 1st, with Moesha, Sister, The Parkers, Half and Half, The Game, 101, Girlfriends, you know what I'm saying? They are going to be on Netflix, baby. Ashley Saturday and weekend is already filled up with what she gonna be doing, okay? Ashley gonna be watching Black is King tomorrow, and then Saturday Ashley gonna be watching all of Moesha, okay? So that's what's gonna be happening. And I'm off, okay? I ain't got nothing else to do, so listen, that's what's gonna be happening. I'm happy about that. I'm proud about that, to get to see 101. Now we gotta work on all of us coming there. What is, oh my God, what is the show with Damon Wayne's show with Tisha Campbell? It's at the tip of our tongue. And Katie and Blinky do. What's the name of the show? Claire, it's gonna come to me right when I finish. Let me look this up because it's gonna bother me, and I don't want all the people in the comments talking about something. It's this. Damon Wayans, Tisha Campbell TV show. My wife and kids. There it is. Y'all need to get my wife and kids. Y'all need to get all of us. Y'all need to get Bernie Mac. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is on HBO Max, as well as who else is on HBO Max? It's some other shows that's on HBO Max. Parenthood is on Stars. If you got the Stars app, you can watch that on there. Um, Living Single is on Hulu. You know what I'm saying? Martin is on BET Plus. They got them all of that, and that's on BET. You see that every freaking night. You know what I'm saying? Baby, that's good. I'm liking this. Y'all tell me how y'all gonna be doing. Congratulations to P Valley, the show that I review on Sunday nights. That comes on Stars. They have got him renewed for season 2 after 3 episodes. Okay, I told y'all that shit was gonna get renewed. You gotta speak stuff into existence, and I'm doing that because I want to go down on the set. I just want to go on the set. I don't want to be in the show. I want to go on the set and see how y'all work. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how you doing? My name is Ashley. I watched the show, whatever, and I think that y'all did a really good job and everything. And it takes a lot of upper body strength that I don't have to do what y'all do. But y'all are really portraying this stuff really good, and y'all have done the damn thing. And I really want to say, congratulations and all that stuff. That's what I just want to do. That's all I want to do. Okay, you know what I'm saying? But whatever. I'm telling y'all, bitch, Ashley about to pimp herself. Ashley is about to throw her ass out there. Throw her ass out there, okay? But anyway, speaking of some ironic stuff, and this is nothing to play with. This is nothing to make jokes about. I don't see nothing funny about, playing with death or whatever. Even if somebody, could have took precautions to save themselves and they didn't, it's not funny. So I don't like the jokes that I've been seeing, regardless of the difference of views or whatever. It's not funny. Herman Cain, he was once a Republican candidate for president. He's was the chairperson or founder or whatever for Black Voices for Trump or some shit like that. He was, like I said, he's a Trump supporter. He's a Republican. There's nothing wrong with being a Republican, but it's another thing wrong with it's all the way wrong to be a Trump supporter in this time. But he was one of the ones that was a strong advocate for not wearing masks and saying that the virus that's out here was a hoax. And just not really here for, everybody doing what they need to do to protect themselves. And so he went to this Tulsa rally that happened with Trump that, had terrible numbers, 6,200 people that showed up in a stadium that fit over 19,000. And he was there with a bunch of other black folks, a group of other black folks that did not have masks on either. It was a mask optional event, and he was one of those ones that did not have a mask on. And later after that, probably a couple of weeks or a month after that announced, came out and said that, he had contracted the virus. And his health was going up and down in the hospital, and there was various different reports that was coming out saying that at one point he seemed like he was okay. And then the reports came out today that he had passed away from the virus. We have got to take this serious. There's finding new things coming out. Everybody don't know that much about it. And if it's something like this that you don't know much about and we keep getting all this different information, that would scare me enough. And I know they're trying to make it seem like, oh, it's media trying to scare people to do this and, trying to manipulate people to do that. But if you care about your health, you will do everything that you can to take any type of precautions to help you out, to prevent you from getting any type of illness and spreading it to somebody that you love. That is why I don't see the big issue of what's wrong with wearing a mask. If I can sit with a mask on for 9 hours a day, and that means going to work, my travel time to go to work, to and from work, plus the 8 hours that I am at work, I can sit there with a mask on and it is not affecting my breathing. Okay, I can breathe with my mask. You know what I'm saying? You get the right mask, you can breathe. It's not affecting my face, but I feel more protected, especially if you're working with the public. Why not? Like, it's nothing political about this. This is about human health, okay, and common decency. If you care about your health, you will do that. You know what I'm saying? But Condolences to his family. That's all I can say. Take this seriously, you guys. It's not about political party affiliation or nothing. It's about taking your health seriously. That's what it's about. And caring for your fellow man. That is what it's about. Jermaine Dupri. Jermaine Dupri came out. I think somebody had asked him would he work with Janet Jackson again on something. And he basically was like, no. He said they tried to discredit him and his contribution that he gave to Janet when he did the Janet 2YO 20 years old album. And he was like, basically the fans, they didn't like it, okay? They came at his throat or whatever about it because, I don't know. I'm going to be quite honest. And I got all of Janet albums, okay? And that was one of those albums that was really different from all the albums that she put out prior to that. And I was just like, it was some cute little bops on there, whatever, but still, it was not the Janet that I was used to. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, that was during that era when Janet and Janet and JD, of course, they was all up in love. Janet loved the dog shit out of him, okay? I mean, she had that man around him, around her, underneath her, like he was a little puppy or something. Like, it was that deep. I remember this was during the time, and probably, she latched on so much because this was the person that really supported her during and after the whole situation that happened with the Super Bowl stuff and whatever, and he put out the album and it wasn't bad, but it wasn't my favorite. It was not my favorite. So I can understand. And I said leave well enough alone, okay? Janet, you get back with Terry Lewis and Jimmy Jam, and that's where you stay at, okay? JD, it worked for Mariah when she came out. It worked for Mariah, but sometimes the gold don't strike the same way when you go to another artist that's established like that, okay? And that's what happened with Janet. And like I said, it wasn't a bad album, but I can understand why some of the fans did not like it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. But moving on from that, the Versuz battle. Now I could kick myself because I missed the Versuz battle between DMX and Snoop Dogg, and I just get in my feelings because everybody keep on saying how good it was or whatever, and I keep on seeing clips, and I was like, damn, I wish I could have been there, but I had to do a review, 2 reviews that night, and I had actually forgot about it. It was on a Wednesday night too. I wish it was on a Saturday or something, then I would have definitely caught it, or a Friday night. You know what I'm saying? I would have definitely caught it then. But no, it has to be in the middle of the week. So I missed it. And because of that, once again, the Versuz, conversation about who should be in the next Versuz comes up. You got Bow Wow versus Romeo. Why would you do that? Okay, Romeo got like 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 hits. Okay, if that. You know what I'm saying? But Bow Wow, y'all not gonna keep on disrespecting Bow Wow like that. Then I seen Bow Wow and Ja Rule. I said, why would you do that? First of all, Ja Rule had hits out here, okay? Bow Wow had hits out here, okay? And then, they said Bow Wow and Soulja Boy, even he said that don't even work because they had different type of rap music that they put out or whatever, But I can kind of see that, but I get where he coming from. And then Timbaland coming out basically trying to downplay Bow Wow and say that he ain't got like 20 hits. He don't have 20 hits to do a Versuz. And I said Jagged Edge and 112 didn't have 20 hits to do a Versuz, but they still did theirs. So what are you talking about? And then the fans have to come out and put in list 20 plus songs that he had. I said, y'all not gonna play. Bow Wow corny as an adult. Okay, I can understand why people don't fuck with him like that or whatever as an adult. But when he first came on the scene, Bow Wow wasn't Mr. 106 and Park for nothing. Okay, he had hits on hits on hits. All I wanna do is see you bounce with me, bounce. It's a beat to the old dub. Listen, I used to know that whole first song. That was his very first song. We used to rap that. That was when we first seen him on the soundtrack of Big Mama House when it first came out. Don't do light eyes, long hair Bow Wow like that. Don't do that. I remember when it shocked us when he cut his hair. We was like, oh shit, bitch, he cut all that hair off. Girl, it was everything. I said, we not gonna do fresh in my ears, special on ears like that. We're not gonna do that. When he got a little corny a little bit when he started trying to wear the grills and it didn't fit in his mouth. And I said, baby, take that shit out your mouth, okay? Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay? Stop trying to play Bow Wow in his dominance and what he had back in the day in his heyday, okay? Don't do him like that. You want to clown him for the corniness that he is today, understandable. But don't act like he ain't had nothing back in the day and he went out here setting records and shit like that, okay? Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And what y'all won't do, and I need y'all to stop doing, this Usher versus Chris Brown, listen. First of all, they're friends, okay? Second of all, we're talking about musicality. We're talking about hits. We're talking about, albums and stuff like that. We're not talking about dance moves and all this stuff. We're not talking about nothing like that. Here's my thing. You will not continue to, y'all just be disrespecting the hell out of Usher. This new millennium, I ain't gonna say millennium, Generation Z or whatever you call them, okay? Like, I understand that Chris Brown is y'all Usher or whatever, just like my generation, Usher was Usher, okay? Usher was somewhat like our Michael Jackson in the sense. Let me clear that up. I didn't say he was Michael Jackson. He was somewhat like Michael Jackson for our generation, or for that time period, because Michael came out with the Stones, with the bomb music, and he had the dance move. Usher was that, okay? Usher was that dude. 8701, My Way, baby, okay? 8701, the Confessions album alone, okay? The Confessions album alone can demolish anything that Chris Brown has put out. And I like Chris Brown music, but let's be honest, a lot of Chris Brown music sound just about the same, you know what I'm saying? And there is nothing that really stands out, that really be like, oh, that's his one. That's his one that you absolutely know him for. And that just really did something. That's that classic. Okay. 8701, gave you bops. Confessions alone gave you bops. Okay. Confessions sold 10 million plus albums. That bitch went diamond. Okay. And we ain't trying to discredit Chris Brown, and we not going to discredit Usher. They're both great at what they do, but what we not going to do is try to put them together and think that Chris Brown going to win. We not going to disrespect the great like that, okay? Chris Brown is on his way. He just ain't there yet. You know what I'm saying? If he switch it up a little bit, you know what I'm saying, and get that one hit that just take him out of there, yeah. But Usher, he's been continuously in this game having hits after hits after hits, and we're not gonna act like he don't, okay? You young generation of people that's gonna act like that, you need to go back and you need to go listen and you need to go do your research before you open up your mouth and sit here and looking stupid and trying to debate on some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Stop it. Anyway, don't get me started, okay? Bitch, let me pop in the Truth Tour right about now, okay? That performance when he did Bad Girl with Beyonce alone. What? I need a bad girl. Get me bad girl. Working it the way I like. I'm ready to be bad. Bad girl. Hey. Y'all not finna do me. Y'all not finna do Usher either, okay? Stop it. Anyway, moving on from that. Because I can give you the whole album. I can give you 8701. I can give you the one before that. And I can give you Confessions. You want to go? Try it. Can I do the same for Chris Brown? I love me some Chris Brown. But after a certain album, I kind of... Anyway, moving on from that. Everything starts sounding the same. I'm just... Am I lying? Put out some good music, but they sound the same. Moving on from that. The FBI is finna look into the Breonna Taylor case. All this time, we are about to be in August, and her killers are still free. And then this producer, JW, whatever the fuck, Lucas or something like that, he had the nerve, white guy, had the nerve to tweet out and say, I don't understand why y'all protesting in the uproar, whatever, against Breonna Taylor. You know what I'm saying? She didn't deserve to lose her life or whatever, but, she was out here living that life where you going out with trap dudes or whatever and using your house as a trap house. What you think would happen if you have a no-knock warrant and all that stuff. And I'm like, so you're victim blaming? Okay. And I said, first of all, no. It was a no-knock warrant on the house. So I'm just going to sit here and listen to this white man speak on black issues and claims that he's an ally and be all loud and fucking wrong. First of all, it was a no-knock warrant. Yes, that's correct. But they went to the wrong house. They was looking for a suspect that was already in jail. So you're going to miss all of that? I don't care if her house was a whole house. She don't deserve to be dead. They weren't supposed to be there in the first place, okay? So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? And then Tamika Mallory, who is part of the Black Lives Matter movements and doing the protests and stuff, tried to get on live with him, and he basically trying to shut her down, trying to say that she don't have the knowledge or the right to say this, but he has more rights and knowledge to say stuff on. How you, a white man, gonna speak on our issues like that and tell this woman who been in the fight or whatever, in the throes of it, all this time, gonna tell her what she don't have the rights or the knowledge to do? Bitch, cancel that nigga. He out here, he a producer for a lot of these rap niggas today, okay? And if they still work with him, y'all ain't shit either. Y'all ain't shit either. And that just go to show, the baby, you worked with him before, okay? You literally got on this TV on the BET Awards and you did a freaking tribute to George Floyd in your performance, okay? I don't care if he didn't mention George Floyd, but that's still on the same plane of what we are up here protesting about. George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, it's the same damn thing if you ask fucking me at this point. Okay, we want fucking justice. And what you're not gonna do is come through and spew this false information and try to cause this division. Okay, you as a white man and then want to call yourself an ally and, oh, I'm here for black people. No, shut the fuck up. Just shut up, okay? Don't do that. The video of Vado, choking out, or at least he said grabbed her shirt or whatever, to hear on Marriage Boot Camp. First of all, I do watch Marriage Boot Camp Hip Hop Edition. I just don't talk about it, but I tweet about it whenever I watch the episode. And to be quite honest, I'm about to go watch it as soon as I get off of here, because the episode already came on tonight. It's 9:38 right now. So he grabbed her up, and I don't care if I don't need to know the context. I don't care if she, was saying some stuff or whatever. She didn't put her hands on him. He sat there in that whole particular group, everybody sitting in front of them, and he had the balls to get up and try to choke her out. And then one man besides Dr. Ish and security got up and tried to stop him. Everybody else sat there like this. The only one that had the visible, real reaction that they should have had was Hazel E. And I can't stand that bitch on this show. I can't stand the bitch, period. But I can't stand her on this show. And I'm on her side in her reaction. Like, you niggas just really gonna sit there and just let him do that? Ain't nobody gonna get up. Did they come for him and tell him that shit wasn't right afterwards? Because that's the only clip that I've seen so far. I gotta go watch the whole episode just to, see if they did. But if they didn't, y'all some pussies, okay? Y'all some fucking pussies, and that's all I gotta say. I don't care. Keep your hands off of each other. Super Scent, baby, let Lou go, okay? I understand y'all got a kid together. He cheated on you once before. You brought him back. You should never took him back then. But, him being catfished by this little teenage girl and you trying to put all the stuff out there, stop that shit, okay? Don't try to blast nobody to make yourself feel better at this point, because you look just as dumb as him, okay? Because you should never took him back, all right? I don't care if he didn't fuck the bitch, but, he was stupid. He was stupid, and let that shit go. Okay, put him on, and you gotta put him on child support and do some mediated visits and stuff like that. Do what you gotta do, but don't let that nigga back in your house, okay? Moving on from that, Nene still has no contract for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I don't know if she get on there talking about something. They have a problem with her saying queen and that she the head bitch in charge on her live and stuff like that. Girl, y'all put down in the comments what y'all think gonna happen with Nene in this contract situation. Do y'all think she's coming back, or do y'all think this is just to get people interested into the Real Housewives? Oh, and Real Housewives of Potomac comes back this Sunday, so y'all getting 3 reviews on Sunday: The Chi, P Valley, and Real Housewives of Potomac. So you guys be on the lookout for that. And some other good news, rapper Loon, from Bad Boy. Okay, I didn't even know the nigga was in jail serving a 10-year sentence on the conspiracy of dealing heroin charge. I didn't know he was in jail. He served 8 years and they let him out because of the coronavirus situation. He was supposed to get out August 2021, but they let him out early. I said, oh, a year early. Anyway, so congratulations on that. Hope you do well on the outside now, Loomy Loom. And congratulations are in order to Sierra and Russell Wilson. Sierra gave birth to their son, Wynn Harrison Wilson. And I really do like them together. I really do. If they ever, oh, I ain't gonna put that out there. Let me shut up. Let me shut up. Cause I don't want it to happen. Cause you know they both seem very, very happy with each other. But anyway, see, listen, I'm so glad I didn't say this was gonna be a short video. Cause y'all would have been like, bitch, an hour, an hour, an hour. Okay, short wear. Short wear, okay? No, okay? Anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. I hope your Friday goes well. Like I said, stream B7. Go stream and watch Black is King on Disney Plus. Go support whoever else having an album or a project that's coming out this Friday. Go support, go support, so go support. And you have a blessed weekend. You know what I'm saying? Wear your mask. And I will see you guys tomorrow for Love After Lockup. Peace.